Hello everyone. There has always been a debate about net present value and return on investment. These two concepts are the most important fundamentals of finance. Where one method is preferred by the practitioners, the other forms the basis of compensation of millions of employees worldwide. So let's for once and all try to understand which method is better and hence should be used for evaluating projects. Assume a company with profit after tax of 18,000 and capital employed of 1 lakh. The manager of this company is presented with the opportunity of earning additional 1600 profit after tax per annum for coming 10 years with the additional investment requirement of 10,000. Let's close our assumptions by deciding the hurdle rate for the company, which let's say is 15%. Just so that we are clear, the hurdle rate is the rate that the company should at the minimum earn from any project it invests in, because that is the minimum rate which it can either earn with the existing opportunities or it is the rate at which the funds are available in the market. Let's now look at NPV approach to decide what is to be done with the project. The NPV approach is straightforward. Accept the project if the NPV comes positive. So the PAT given is 1600, adding 1000 of straight line depreciation because the project will have zero value at the end of 10 years. We get the cash inflows of 2600. In order to get the net present value, we will have to multiply this regular inflow of 2600 with a number that represents the present value of this amount being received for the next 10 years with the given hurdle rate of 15%. This number is present value of interest factor of annuity and it comes out to be 5.019. So the net inflows are PVIFA multiplied by 2600 minus 10,000, which is the initial investment. The answer comes out to be positive 3049.4, which means that the manager should be more than happy in accepting the project. Now let's look at the same example from return on investment approach point of view. The company before this investment proposal earned 18,000 after tax on 1 lakh of capital employed. Hence the return on investment of the company was 18%. Now with the introduction of this new project, the capital employed will increase to 1.1 lakh and the PAT will grow to 19,600, resulting in the new ROI of 17.82%. Now what happened? The ROI of the company reduced with the additional investment. Is that a concern? It sure is, because in India and in other major countries, even today, the compensation of most of the employees is tied with the return percentages. With a drop in ROI, they can also say goodbye to their bonuses because that's how the companies look at these projects. So the manager, in order to save his own salary and bonus, will reject this investment opportunity even when the project can add value to the company. If this is still confusing to you that whether a company should accept or reject this project, let's look at the residual income approach. I've done a comparison here of the current state and the state of the company if it accepts the project. Everything is same as the ROI example, but instead of calculating percentage, let's instead find out residual income by subtracting the minimum return required by the company. So the profit after tax minus the return required in both the cases is figured out, and as we can see, the new investment would result in more residual income for all the stakeholders of the company. This simplifies that the result that NPV approach gave was in fact the correct result. This residual income approach is nothing but the EVA or economic value added approach. EVA is just the old wine in a new bottle. It is a beautiful age old concept that bridges the gap between NPV and ROI method. I would also like to mention that ROI is the worst measure to be used by any company to be connected with the salaries of the employees. as A, it is a profit based measure, and B, the opportunity cost of capital is nowhere used in this calculation. We all know that the profit and cash are two very different things in finance, and hence the companies should also treat it likewise. That's it. Thank you, and do join for more videos.